Hey everyone, welcome to this video tutorial. I'll be talking about how the best settings that you can have for OBS Studio. There were a lot of problems and issues, and after a lot of trying, and I mean a lot of playing around and changing the settings, I finally found a setting that does work for me. Like, it gives me the quality that I want and also the lower file size, also along with like no lags or frame skipping or anything. So this is the setting that I use. So I'm gonna go over to settings. I'm gonna show you, first thing I'm gonna show you is the video, and I use 50 frames per second, and the resolution is 1080p, both base resolution and output resolution. I think you should go for the highest that you can possibly have. Like, if you have a 4K screen, then you should definitely go for 4K, and then if you want to scale it down to 1080p or anything, then definitely do that. But I think you should start with 4K unless you have like storage issues or something. Screens are even more than 4K, they go over to like 5K or something. If that's the case, then go over to 5K, and like it'll give you really good video quality for sure, so go for that. And I use the downscale filter as lang score sharpen scale. I don't know if this did any difference, but I kept this to 36 samples. Also, now let's go over to output. I didn't do anything with the streaming because it really doesn't do much with my screen recording tutorial videos, so it's like all in the recording tab. So the first thing that I changed was the Mp4 recording format. Now this had to be Mp4 because the editing software Premiere Pro that I use does not support MKV or FLV. It only supports Mp4 apparently, and some other formats. But before, this is my encoder, like the basic encoder that you can possibly get, and the rescale output is set to this. They do give you a warning sign that Mp4 are unrecoverable. This won't be a problem for you surely, unless you are working with multiple tracks or something. So okay, so I think the big difference was on this box over here. This changes the whole video quality if you mess around with it. It also changes the file size, a really big thing. The first thing I think you should do is change the profile to high, because I was using like baseline, or I think I was using main, and for some reason it was making my it was lagging, and it was skipping a lot of frames, and there was a lot of parts that I did not see in my video after like recording, and it made no sense. So after changing this, it solved that. I set this to ultra fast because the computer that I use to make my videos isn't like the best. So if you have a like lower end computer like me, then this is the setting for you for sure. It keeps the file size is also low. I think I don't know if this is the part that does that, but surely this does make a big difference. So another thing is the rate control. Now they have a few options here. It was CBR, constant bitrate, that was selected by default, and I changed that to variable bitrate, and I've seen that it makes a huge difference. It makes my videos better with lower bitrate, and it also doesn't have any lag issues or anything, and it's really smooth. The file size is really low, like incredibly low. I don't know if this is responsible for that, but after changing this, after using this setting, like all this setting, the file size became really low. So on the bitrate was a little tricky. I've started to increase the bitrate. I thought the bitrate was responsible for the lag and everything. I thought I was using a really high bitrate for which it was lagging, but I don't think it was the case, because now I can set this to like as high as I can type, and it still doesn't change or have any lag issues or change anything. I think after a certain number it doesn't make a difference. Maybe that is the case, because even if I change the number to really high, it does not like give me the like a higher file size or like higher video quality. So I just kept this to a really high number, like 250,000 kilobytes per second, which is 250 megabytes per second, and this is really high for like even 4K videos. I just wanted to make sure that it was getting to the highest like bitrate possible. And yeah, so I've been using this for a while and it does work really good. This is a example file that I've done. This is like a 2-minute video, and it is like 10 megabytes. It's 1080p resolution, and the data rate is surprisingly really low. It's just 642 kilobytes. With this setting, I'm currently making this video, so this is the like quality that you get from using this setting. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys again in the next video with another tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like if this video was helpful, and I'll see you guys again in the next video. Have a good day.